broccoli is bursting from this garden. There are terrific tomatoes, wonderful watermelons, and countless cucumbers.
Oh man, that's heavy.
This community garden is the work of some students at St. Norbert College in De Pere.
I loved it. I loved every second.
Who are passionate about this new project.
It's just something that I feel like I should do here on campus, and so it was really cool to be involved and be with some of my best friends and just hang out and help the earth.
Mallory Imhoff and her friends spent the last year dreaming up this 100% organic garden. They helped plant, care for, and harvest a variety of vegetables, herbs, and fruit.
It started as just 2 of us, and then it kind of expanded to 10, and then it expanded to like 30. So it's a growing project, and I think there's a ton of room for growth.
The college is picking up the cost of the garden for its first 2 years, paying for seeds, tools, and fencing. The school also donated the land just off of 4th Street, where the project now sits.
I think I was surprised at how well it did do the first year.
The garden spans about 1/4 of an acre, and this late in the season, it's still pretty impressive. Take a look. This plant is still popping out peppers.
I mean, there's a lot of pride when I walk through the garden at what we were able to do.
What the students were able to do is donate about 2,000 pounds of food to Paul's Pantry in Green Bay, which serves the needy. The students say as they were handing over that food, the experience was very rewarding.
To see the appreciation that we had when we donated all these hundreds of pounds of vegetables every weekend was really what kept all of us motivated.
And we're serving so many families right now that this makes a huge difference for us. Just want to say thanks to St. Norbert College, the students, for doing this. Like I said, it's very, very appreciated and needed.
It's an awesome feeling, and I know that everyone who's been involved in it has been impacted positively in so many ways.
The students say they've learned so much, and they're already planning improvements for next year. They know they're making a difference, and they hope other college students consider following their example.
I think it's cool that, it's all student run, and we are all able to work together and kind of make something that's bigger than ourselves.
Michelle Melby, Fox 11 News.
Lake Winnebago is a hotspot for summer fun, and Bruce and Barb Furman have made it their mission to keep boaters here safe. The husband and wife team is a part of the volunteer branch of the U.S. Coast Guard, known as the Auxiliary. They joined in 1991.
He was ex-Navy and wanted to be on the water. I was terrified of the water. I almost drowned on this lake twice as a child. So it was, a new experience for me, and one I wasn't so sure that I wanted to get into.
But 22 years later, the Furmans are still here, along with other auxiliary members based at the Whiting Boathouse in Neenah.
Launching!
They are all trained by the U.S. Coast Guard.
We do search and rescue, we do safety patrols, we do security zones. So just about everything a regular Coast Guard could do or does, we also get involved in doing, because we're in this area and they can't always get the manpower down here to do the job.
The closest official Coast Guard station to Lake Winnebago is nearly 45 minutes away in Sheboygan. Auxiliary members like the Furmans, who live in Neenah, can respond to a distress call much quicker.
Roger that.
I don't care how big a boat you're on, when things go wrong and it's not working, it gets real small real quick. And when the sun goes down, that stress factor just climbs.
Together, the Furmans have conducted more than 300 search and rescue operations.
When we get there, when we arrive on scene, the people, you can see the relief just wash across their face, because we're the professionals as far as they're concerned. And they see us and they think they're automatically safe right at that point. And to a great extent they are.
Auxiliary members aren't paid for their work. The Coast Guard reimburses them for fuel and provides equipment like radios and life jackets. This boat was paid for by a community fundraiser, and their office was built with materials donated by local businesses. The Furmans say the reward comes from helping others.
The number one thing really is we want people to be safe on the water. We feel really good about it when we can help somebody, even if they just run out of gas or their motor won't start.
Their efforts to educate boaters are paying off as well.
I think the one thing that probably impresses me the most is when we first started doing this and we were on the water doing operations. It was rare to see somebody in a boat out there with a life jacket on, especially children. And as we patrolled, as we talked to people, today it's just exactly the opposite. It's rare to find somebody that doesn't have a life jacket on, especially children. So I like to believe that in our efforts, we've turned that around. We've made it a little safer. And it's just great to know that we've been able to do that and that we've been here to help people out when they need it.
The Furmans are among 30,000 members of the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary nationwide who are all making a difference. On Lake Winnebago, Angela Kelly, Fox 11 News.
With the snap of their helmets, this father and son are ready to get on their bikes and ride. They're at the beginning of quite a trek. In the next 10 days, this duo will be pedaling 700 miles in a ride that will take them across the entire state of Wisconsin.
This was my son's idea, and when Bo died, he wanted to do something special for Bo, and he thought of a bike trip would be a really nice thing to do.
They are pedaling with a purpose, to honor their friend Bo Johnson, who died last September of leukemia when he was just 13 years old. Fox 11 did a story with Bo when he attended a Packers game this past fall.
I've known Bo like my whole life, and I just kind of want to do something for my friend.
Alex and his dad will be spinning from Fish Creek to Green Bay on this first day, eventually ending in St. Croix Falls before turning around and coming back.
With their incredible bike ride, these two are definitely making a difference by spreading Bo's message of paying it forward across our state.
It feels really nice just to be going.
There's a lot of teenage kids out there that are trying to make a difference. You know, they care about people, they care about their community.
The Lenserts say it's almost like Bo is with them on their journey, supporting them with every 1/10 of a mile.
You'd probably be really proud, wanting to go along.
Just think he's up there smiling, you know, saying, hey, I'm going to make the weather good for you, and you know, it'll be a great trip for you guys.
Michelle Melby, Fox 11 News.